Hello guys, welcome in. Happy Monday wherever you are. I'm Annie. We're doing a surprise stream today. Welcome in everyone. I'm still riding the high off of this Shadowbringers base finale. Like that was such a wonderful, fun time. That was so good. And it was amazing. Just absolutely amazing. My schedule right now is all kinds of messed up right now because I have 3 days of work, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today, honestly, was probably the only day I could have, like, free time because tomorrow, Tuesday, normal stream time, I have to, like, travel and take care of other stuff, too. Wednesday, I might potentially work, and I have a dentist appointment, and everything is just crazy right now this week. So I might stream again like later on in the week if they change the schedules again for work. Like if they remove a work day, which I kind of hope doesn't happen. And if they do that, then we'll consider starting another stream that day. Everything's just up in the air right now in regards to that because I don't want to start 5.1 on an off day where like it's not Tuesday or like Saturday or Friday or whatever. So possibly start 5.1 next week in regards to that. And so we do have a lot of Shadowbringers content that we could start doing. And we're not going to do like the main stuff. They did mention like at the end of base Shadowbringers that a whole bunch of new quests opened up, specifically job quests. And I did start those yesterday. I did do the samurai and the ninja job quests, and they were relatively short quests. They were only like one quest, but I enjoyed them a lot. And I did start on another quest, and I found out that that particular quest line kind of involved characters from Stormblood, and I kind of wanted to save that because for streaming because I just wanted to get like a genuine reaction from it and just to share it with you all today. So we're gonna be doing those six. We're gonna do 6 job quests today, and they're relatively quick. Just like a hangout, kind of like unwind and just vibe after the base Shadowbringers high that we just went through. All right. So here we are, Timea, new Black Mage clan. But I did want to show this off though. Let's go back to the Crystarium because this was something that I ran into that was probably just one of the more adorable, cutest things I've ever seen, just interacting with our EP Catboy because there are dialogue options that you could talk with him. So let's go to the Crystarium. And then we'll start doing like the various like job quest stories. But I hope your Monday has been awesome and excellent. All right. Let's... There we go. Let's go say hi to our friend. I still feel like I get punched in the gut every time I watch that cutscene where we say to the Crystal Exarch, "It's nice to see you awake again, Grahatia," and he just breaks down crying, and that's... I love him so much. He's so cute. Like, he has definitely become my favorite character of Shadowbringers for sure. Hi, buddy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, Timeo, what brings you back to the first? Another adventure, mayhap? Let's ask about recent developments. As to be expected, the recent changes in Norvrent were invariably accompanied by some disarray. The people have embraced the night with joy in their hearts. They go about rebuilding their lives with optimism. Your fellow Scions have each returned to whence it all began for them, to lend a helping hand during this period of transition. Alphinaud is in Yulmore, Alize at the inn at Journey's Head, and Istola with the Knights Blessed. Tancred and Reen continue to be guests of the Crystarium, though of late they often fell on some manner or another. I had instructions to summon everyone hither should you return, but busy as they appear to be, perhaps the reunion can wait a little more. Rest assured I can continue searching for a way to deliver your comrades home. So please, take your ease and enjoy some time to yourself. Gladly. Yeah, I was visiting around the various areas, and I did run into Y'shtola and Runar in the Retika Greatwood. They were just like hanging out. I did see Alphanode in Yulmore. He was hanging out with the Chais, and he was painting another picture of Dulia Chai, which was really good. Like, our artist is still getting work here. I haven't seen Alize yet. I'd probably go visit her too. We did get the Grahatia minion, so let's show him that. Hello. I am you. What in the world is this? A gift from Tataru, you say? A mammoth inspired by a certain archon, created to fund the expedition to the Circus Trench. Passing strange, I never had the pleasure of meeting Tataru. That being the case, I can only assume the idea for the subject matter came from another. Could it have been Master Galoof? Or Growl, perhaps? No, wait, Rambros. It must be Rambros. Beyond his somber countenance, there hides a playful streak. I can fair see him grinning as he imagines how I would react should I stumble up into this mammoth sometime in the future. If truth be told, I know not how to feel when I behold it. But if nothing else, it tells me that they are well, Rambros and everyone, and for that I am glad. Another thing too, he can't leave Norvrand because he tried reaching a hand out to kind of go to the source, and he couldn't leave. Like, it blocked him from doing that too, which is kind of sad. Let's call him Grahatia. How strangely that name rings to the ears. Long as I have been the Crystal Exarch, it has ceased to be an act. This is very much who I am now. Yet when you speak to me as the young man I once was, he cannot help but stir within. And then the old days come flooding back, the days when we sought the truth of this tower together. You were an inspiration to me then, though I did not think it possible. You become even more of an inspiration to me now. Aww. Yeah, I love him so much. Alright, let's go back to the source. And let's spend some time in Eorzea for a bit. I love this track. Okay, I want to start with the job quests. I think the first job quest we're going to go to is Costa del Sol, I think. Add a marker there. Alright, so our first job quest we're going to do is Warrior. So let's go say hi to Curious Gorge for old times. There he is. So last time with the Warrior job quest line, it was the Stormblood one, and Curious Gorge has met his match. we met Dragono, and he immediately fell head over heels for her. And she was kind of dealing with the kind of the same effects of the inner beast, to kind of like finding ways to quell it. And then that is a little bit too loud. Let's go this way. Yeah, we were trying to find ways to kind of fight Dragono's like inner beast as well, because she was kind of suffering the same kind of rage and inner beast as Curious Gorge was. Like, he kind of found a way to kind of quell it within himself. While that was happening, there was a whole bunch of like shenanigans with romance too. Like, he was falling for her, and he was trying to impress her, and we went to Doma, or the Azim Steppe again, because she was an outcast, and that kind of resolved with them kind of hooking up, I guess. But I think he kind of went back here. So let's go say hi to Curious Gorge again. Once, twice, 3 times a warrior. Curious Gorge is training here, but his mind is elsewhere. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, Tamea, how long has it been? I've been dedicating myself wholly to my training for some time now. Day after day after day, but I fear my progress has come to a halt of late. You look well, a fair bit stronger than I remember even. What is your secret, my friend? Have you grown so much more powerful? So I got stuck into this portal and traveled to another world. I went toe-to-toe with this fellow named Yakuyosin. Role quest, callback. But we're going to keep it comedic. So I got sucked into this portal and got traveled to another world. Wait. I can tell this is going to take a while, since I just finished my training. Why don't we speak at length on dry land? Yeah, the waterfall is a bit loud. So there are more worlds than this, eh? That's a lot to take in. And this grandson, ye gods, to see the woman you love taken from you before your very eyes. No wonder he struggled so mightily to pick up the pieces of his life. And after listening to your tale, I realize what it is I've been missing. The one thing I lack to spur me to even greater heights. 'Tis love. Uh-huh. Throughout the other job quests too, we've kind of been slowly kind of implementing and telling like our closest mentors that we've been traveling to another world as well. I've sent several messages to Dragono, you see. She has yet to respond even once. I waited patiently, eagerly, but still no word has arrived. Fear has crept into my heart. Has she forgotten me? Has she met another? I cannot rest until I know the reason for her delay. I must know. This is no time for training. Nor can I afford to be patient. Grandson's time with his beloved was cut short. Who is to say ours will not be as well? Or worse if it already has. It is decided. I will purchase passage on the next ship to the Far East and return to the Azim Steppe with all haste. I'm coming, Dragono. Yeah. Oh, hi, Dragono. Tamea, how unfortunate you are here. I've been looking all over for Curious Gorge. The Marauders Guild told me you trained near here, but I did not know you did here as well. What do you mean he's going to the steppe to see me because I never answered any of his misses? Is this a joke? No matter how many he sent, I would never have responded. Our people have no written tongue. Whatever reached us was probably fed up to the goats. Oh dear. Anyway, let us hope that someone informs him of our arrival before he gets on a ship. As for why I have traveled all this way, it is at the behest of my father, who wished to thank you and Curious Gorge personally for fighting on our behalf. I am Loveson of the Quarrel, and you are Tamea Aqueos, the Han who stood by my people against the Shagan. And that is not all, for you have helped my youngest daughter gain control over the will of Karash. No words can explain the depths of my gratitude to you. You promised not to speak of Karash. But I must. My heart broke when she was marked as taken and exiled. Never again would I see her, I feared. But then she returned, blood of my blood, master of Karash, my little girl, and it is all because of you. And thanks for your deeds. I wish to present to you 30 horses. Yay! Father, no. It's not the way of Eorzea to give horses as thanks. Besides, she's a traveler. They would only be a burden. I mean, I'll take a horse, or 30. I don't mind. I apologize, Han. Now then, I must also express my gratitude to the others. Warriors of the Maelstrom, were they? I believe I recall the way. If you have the time to spare, might you accompany us? Having traveled so longly in the company of my father, finding him increasingly exhausting. Of course. Yeah, shouldn't we go after Curious Gorge first? Broken Mountain in Lower Lenosha. We're gonna go speak with his brother. It brings me joy to see the Limits warriors in good health. Well, I do know how much difficult my daughter can be, so I wish to present you with a gift of expression of my gratitude. I'm told you would never have no use for horses, but what about 50 goats? I mean, considering how many mounts we have, I'm sure they could be right at home here. I mean, all of my mounts will just be goats. Yeah, I don't mind filling up my mount arsenal here. Orge's got good taste. If it weren't for him, I'd have a mind to, give a polite, wholly appropriate compliment and be on my way. Pleasure to see you again, Timea, as well as Dragono. Surprised to see her as doubtless as you are, and in the company of her father besides. I must insist you accept a small token of my appreciation. I do not doubt my daughter was quite the handful. No less than 50 goats, I think, should suffice for the imposition. 50 goats would be a far greater imposition, father. It was really no bother, sir. Pleasure, honestly. Regrettable short one at that, so much that we were hoping we might see her again, so you can imagine our surprise and our delight when you arrived. If not horses or goats, then wait, are you not the leaders of these warriors? Yet you do not carry an axe. Why is this? That is, because I cannot. Not since I was defeated by my own brother in battle. He succumbed to his inner beast, your Karash, and struck a blow with such ferocity from which I have never fully recovered. It is well that I did, for I too was enthralled to the beast at the time. Had he not given it his all, countless innocents may have died by my hand. It's not an unfamiliar story. Many a quarrel have suffered a grievous injury which rendered them unable to fight. But I am Abu, a healer that can help you wield your axe once more. This is in your power. I did not think it was possible. Pains me to see a warrior who yearns to fight but cannot. Allow me to treat you as repayment for your kindness. Full glad am I am to accept. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Treatment requires a quantity of shiver moss. While it is not native to your land, I believe a similar type grows here. Let us go and gather some. You lot, return to your training now. They're gonna make me fetch it, aren't they? I don't know about you, Tamea, but I'm bloody excited. Oh, I guess not then. Yeah, normally when they say something like, oh, I'm gonna need about 3 vials of so-and-so, they usually let me go fetch it. And it usually involves me fighting things too. I know my etherical chemistry inside of me is fully restored now, thanks to flashing with Hades and also bonding my soul along with Artbert, so now our souls are one. But still, I would probably not like to fight anytime soon. I'm taking the day off here. Just seeing our old friends again. Do you have any siblings, Han? I am the youngest of 18 myself. Oh. That was weird. Alright. Also, I got a Saru minion. Hello, Saru. Yeah, it was a random drop from the 4.0 thing you get at the Grand Company. The minion loot box thing. So yeah, kind of fitting that Saru is with us as we're helping out people from the Azim Steppe. The moss of which I spoke spied in this place not long ago. We'll need a moderate amount for the ritual to heal Broken Mountain. You and Dragono can both... Okay, we are gonna gather this stuff. You and Dragono can both assist me in this. Look for mossy rocks nearby and shatter them with a heavy swing, and gather up the shiver moss. Ah, I remember this game. The Marauders were always busy breaking rocks to hone their skills. This'll be easy. That's a fun callback to when we started as a Marauder. Like literally our first quest, our first mission. Two, and then up here. You wield your axe with great skill, Han. May I have the shiver moss. Some moss is not meant to be gathered through gentle scraping, but with a disproportionate display of force. Very good. Now, before my daughter returns, there is one other matter which I must discuss with you. She is a woman grown, and as her father, I must think of her future, of marriage. Alas, she has shown no interest in any warriors of the Corel. At first I thought none suited her, but then I began to wonder. Was her mind made up? Had she already chosen a suitor? Realizing this, I persuaded her to come with me to Eorzea, and now that we have met, I feel more certain than ever Dragono has fallen in love with a warrior of another land. I mean, twirl my hair. And I could not be happier for her. For who could disapprove of the champion who stood against the Shagan? I know Han is K-H-A, but do you pronounce the C here? Well, anyway. Yeah, she's already picked Broken Mountain. Oh, he's just saying it. Tamea Aquios, Han of the Steppe. I will not oppose the union of you and Dragono. I offer you my blessing. Yeah. My heart belongs to the sea. Did I mention I'm eternally bonded to someone else? Honestly, I'm not all that keen on the whole institution of marriage. So there's this bloke called Gorge. Don't mind if I do. My heart belongs to the sea. Kind of interesting what this one was. It's like a callback to something. I am not married here. Honestly, I'm not all that keen on the whole institution of marriage. Honestly, so there's this bloke called Gorge. There's this bloke called Gorge. Hey, who are you to decide such things for me? I will not marry Timea. I've already chosen a suitor and it is not her. Oh, I see. I was certain that. So who's the other? We'll not discuss this any further. We have the moss. Now let us go and prepare for the ritual. Pray forgive me, Han. I spoke out of turn. Dragoon is right. We should attend to the ritual and restore Broken Mountain to the warrior he was. Oh boy. I mean, I do like that they're not like restricting that to like man and woman. Like woman and woman can marry. Happy last day of Pride Month, everyone. I'm so sorry he spoke to you like that. It's a bad habit of his, meddling in affairs that are not his concern. I know not what sort of ritual this is, do you? The traditions of the Quarrel are a complete and utter mystery to me. I like as we're all doing all of this, like we haven't addressed the fact that Curious Gorge is on a ship to the Far East, and no one has stopped him. Oh, that's funny. I have brewed an elixir using the moss. Drink it now. Very good, your body is ready. You must now receive the power of another great warrior. I can think of no one more suitable than you, Han. You must awaken the Karash within him once more. I bid you summon the strength of Father Azim and strike Broken Mountain with all your might. You bid her what now? All your might. Hold nothing back. Swing to kill. Anything less, he'll be crippled, worse, or die. Oh, okay. Muster all your strength and attack Broken Mountain with a heavy swing. Can I just do like Fell Cleaves on him? Yeah, he looks so afraid. He looks terrified. Hello. How you doing? Yeah. Ugh. Hi, I'm lurking while finishing up work. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh my god, he does. Yeah. Yeah, nice to have you. Seven hells, what is this? This feeling I feel welling up from deep within. This fire, this passion, this rage. Roar! The beast stirs again. Its power is mine. Fills me with strength. Yet I remain in control. Huzzah! The strength never lets you, my friend. The injury was not one of the flesh, but of the heart. Trickery of the mind, a deception of the self. The elixir served only to still your flesh and dull the pain, so you could stand fast against the Han's axe. You'll not need it again, for the fear that held you hostage has fled. I see. It was in my head all this time. It's no secret that fear can cripple a man worse than any wound. But I never thought, gods, what a fool I've been. Thank you so much for helping me overcome my foolishness, Love-san. You've made me a warrior again. Oh, there he is. I guess he missed his boat ride. Thank her, for a warrior of surpassing strength and power is indispensable for this ritual. No other could have served as well. So we more or less kind of restored his ethereal balance, clashing with him, just as we kind of clashed with Hades and bonding our spirits with Artbert. So we kind of balanced each other out and kind of restored ourselves. And we kind of did that for Broken Mountain here. Aye, there's no greater warrior than Timea. Uh-oh. Oh no. He saw that glance. You too? I'm sorry if that was loud, but... let me lower the volume a bit. There we go. Oh my god. I mean, I ship it now. Would you, Timea? You and Dragoon all this time. Wow. Hi, Grim. Welcome in. Glad to see you having fun. This is just the first quest for today, and I'm glad I started with this one. Welcome in, Grim. Could you, Timea? You and Dragoon all this time. It makes sense now. The letters, the silence. It was you. Happy Pride Month. Curious Gorge, what is this nonsense you speak? What's gotten into you? Bruh. Very fitting for Pride Month, yeah. Oh no you don't, you stupid fool. Yeet. I probably should have went with the shipping option instead. She's manifesting Wrath Month now. Uh-huh. This is my cue to leave. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, welcome in, guys. I'm so sorry, everyone. For I went to the docks to find a ship bound for the Far East. I ran into some marauders who told me Dragoon and her father had come. So overcome by joy, I began searching for them at once. When I finally found you here, and saw how you looked on Timea with such joy, all my earlier fears came rushing back, and the beast within me seized control. Better not happen again. You're lucky I held back. Next time I won't. Uh-oh. And brother, is it true that you fully recovered? You're a warrior reborn. Congrats. It's like a dream come true. Indeed, brother, indeed. At first I struggled to believe it, but as Love-san says, I must go and join in the training sessions at once. And do not fear, the beast will not claim me again. I am happy for him, though. We kind of like solved that little issue with him. Cannot thank you enough, love son. It has been longer than I can remember since my brother smiled so. You've given us such a gift. It's the least I can do after all you've done for my daughter. Thank you for your kindness and hospitality. Our time is short, however. We must be on our way. Having said that, Dragoon, I'm reminded that you are still young and want for experience. You are not yet a warrior fit to wed, so I bid you continue to strengthen your body and mind here in this land. It suits you, I think. Yay! Did you hear that? I could stay. We could even train together. I could show you all the techniques we Krell use to hone our skills. Aye, but first I must teach you my methods. You must come with me to Hidden Falls right this instant. You too, Timea. I have a final few words I wish to say to you there. I am totally going to clip that earlier stuff. That was incredible. Alright, let's head back. Yeah, Warrior Questline did not disappoint again. They kind of did a similar thing too with the comedy in the ninja story as well, because I did ninja and samurai yesterday to kind of get a feel of the quests, and there was like very funny shenanigans too. Like ninja was basically just another yakuza type story with Kiryu and Majima, aka Oboro and Karasu, kind of like out dueling each other again. And our friends from the Rogues Guild. Like that one was really funny. Just like funny kind of disguised shenanigans. Alright, Dragoon now. You're an inspiration to Maya, an ideal I'll surpass one day yet. I trust you understand what this all means, my friend. Now that my brother has taken up the axe again, the competition for the title of Eorzea's greatest warrior will be that much more intense. Don't forget I'm in the running too, you know. So keep at it, warrior. For the time will come when we challenge you again. That was fun. Alright, so we also got a new title as well. World Cleaver. Alright, let's talk to them again. Well met, Han. Our training is as intense as ever, but we welcome another axe. Care to join the fray? Training hard or hardly training, Timea? Do not doubt that Dragoon and I make great strides as warriors, and the day will come when we could challenge your supremacy. How fares of you of late? Ever since my brother regained his strength, he has seized every opportunity to hone his skills on the front lines of battle. When he is not on the field, he often trains with us here beneath the falls. Can I tell you how much joy it brings me when he visits? 3 of the finest warriors in Eorzea, pitting their skills against one another, growing more powerful by the day. Mark my words, the day is coming when you may face not 1, not 2, but 3 rivals for your title. Very nice. Yeah, the ninja questline was also pretty funny. We also got to see a lot of old friends again. The samurai one was pretty was very like emotional and kind of like bittersweet in regards to what happened there. Like basically honoring our samurai mentor and how he has inspired like everyone in Ulta. But yeah, very good questline too. Let's go to... we shall start the next one, which is in Camp Tranquil. But yeah, the quests are short, but they do a good job kind of like tying up some loose ends too, as well. and kind of seeing like old characters again we haven't seen like ever since like we started the job. But I'm really enjoying it. All right. Our next job quest we're gonna do is White Mage. Let's go say hi to our friends Ryo and Urun. Keep forgetting his name, the brother. Might I get my palm and tail to stand before the illustrious Itawa Khan? And yet now I stand before you, which I've heard from Ryo is the next best thing, Kupo. Ryo might be more affable than her brother, but she's not one to spout words of idle flattery. This I speak from experience. Yes, you've proven yourself a worthy white mage indeed. Alright, next marker. Whence the healing springs? Okay, so it's Sophie, Alakwa, and Tenny. I forgot her name. Raya Senna seems in a nostalgic mood. Timea, how fares you in the studies of the white? Since your magics have grown even stronger since we last met. Speaking of old acquaintances, do you recall Alakwa, the Ori girl responsible for the taint and its corruption? Haha. As a form of atonement, she has begun training in the art of conjury. I'm happy you could stop by Stillglade Fane and look in on her for me. Sure she would be glad of the visit. You might also come across Gaddy. Her name was Gaddy. Yeah, that's right. While you are in town, consider her unorthodox upbringing. My fellow Padgel has given leave to roam somewhere more freely than otherwise be allowed. Do give my regards to her and Sophie should you see them. Yeah, I did say before, like, there were certain moments in the game that really kind of made me cry and break down. Like, the first one was Horshaphant and Ysael kind of helping us retrieve the eyes from Nidhogg Estinian. And then the more recent one was Grahatia revealing himself to us at the end of the Crown of the Immaculate. And then again, after we called out his name at the end of Shadowbringers, base Shadowbringers again. And like he broke down crying like as well. But the other main moment that kind of broke me here in this game was the fact going through the Stormblood White Mage quests and just seeing the culmination of Gaddy and her mother just broke my heart. Like so much so that it broke the stream and OBS as well, and I had to restart. But damn, that was such a heartbreaking cutscene to watch. So 3 times in this game I got really, really emotional and cried. No, 4. Oh, hi, Laqua. Timea, Raya O sent you to see me. Nod. I thought as much. I did not imagine you would seek me out on your own accord, considering how I once wished you dead. I promised I changed. I'm doing as they ask of me, at least. At least I'm trying to. My attempts at curing spells are abysmal. I perform the exercises as the seat seer has taught me, but it would seem I am unsuited to the healing arts. Being an outsider, it's difficult for me to make friends here. Although there are 2 young ladies who do seem eager to include me in their chatter. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Gaddy. Malakwa, I didn't know you knew Tamea. Were you two talking about your adventures? I want to hear about adventures. But me too. Can we stay and listen? I suppose if Tamea doesn't mind. Great, what kind of tale will you tell? Give me a choice. The tale of a man who crossed time and space to save the world and me. The tale of a woman who flew in the face of everything to save her beloved family. I'm assuming they're talking about Lamet. The tale of a man who crossed time and space to save the world. As much as I love Lamet, we have to pick this one just because Crystal Exarch, Grahatia. The tale of a man who crossed time and space to save the world, and me. I must truly care for you, which I can completely understand. What a lovely story. I want to be able to do that, to protect people, but I'm probably going to need a lot more training. Then why don't we all go train right now, together? We can work on becoming just the person Tamea told us about. Yeah, it's a wonderful idea. Malakwa, you and Tamea both have to come with us. It'll be much more fun with the four of us. If you insist. Say we head out to the hedge tree and practice listening to the whispers of the forest. Come on, follow me. Yeah, so we each have a character there from the different expansions. Sophia Rummerborn, Alakwa Heavensward, and Gaddy from Stormblood. Central Shroud. I think I could teleport there. Okay, so it's right there. Also, I could turn on the mount music, because now I can listen to the music for this mount. Titania. Alright. What did I do? What can I do? Tamea, the Exile, they stabbed a sword in the hedge tree. The elementals really didn't like that. Before we knew it, we were being attacked by a Treant. Must have been some sort of revenge on Gridania. The Exile are trying to cause panic or chaos, or... Gaddy wanted to try calming the spirits. We led Mr. Smashy Branches here away. Mr. Smashy Branches. I only managed to take it down. My own conjuring was too weak to be of consequence. Selphie was forced to expand too much ether to ensure the creature's defeat. Don't worry about me. It's Gaddy who needs help. The elementals were furious, and there's no way she could soothe their anger alone. Please hurry to me as she needs you. Of course. Tamea, thank goodness. Hi, Flame. Welcome in. How you doing? I pulled out the sword, but the elementals lashed out. They won't listen to me. Please, you have to calm them. Another one of those treants goes after Sophie and Alakwa. Ugh. So we're doing the Shadowbringers Job Quests today. We just finished Warrior, which was incredible. Gaddy, you look hurt. I want to heal you, but I have no aether left to cast spells. Alakwa, you have to do it. Me, but I cannot. You must. Can't you see she's in pain? Out of curiosity, which quests have you done so far? So off-stream, I've done Ninja, Samurai, and then today I finished Warrior. And now I'm working on White Mage. And then I'm going to do 4 more afterwards today. Warrior, White Mage, Samurai, and Dragoon. Machinist. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do Machinist today. Or hold on. Alright, I guess I could tell you all then. The ones I'm gonna do today, we did Warrior, we're doing White Mage. I'm gonna do Red Mage, Summoner, Dragoon, and Black Mage today. Okay, those are the ones I have scheduled for today. Yeah, aside from Summoner and Black Mage, the other ones you've seen before. And I might do, just because my schedule is kind of messed up this week, probably do another stream maybe like on Sunday. Or if they take a day off from my work schedule, I could just stream on that day. And I could do another 6 of the job quests afterwards, but... Yeah, Summoner and Black Mage are the ones you have not seen yet, but I'm going to be doing those ones today, though. Alright. I want to help, but my conjury is so weak, I will try. No one should suffer so. Yeah, I could do that. Thank you, Alakwa. I feel so much better now. Your healing was like being wrapped in a soft, warm blanket. That's a cute way to describe it. I'm glad to hear that, Gaddy. To be honest, I did not expect the spell to work at all, but it did. And thank you too, Tamea. I never knew the elementals could get that mad. Phew, I have a long way to go before I'm as strong as you. Nod. Phew is the word for it. I think Brother Yusumiyan owes us a reward after all that hard work. Oh, Sophie. Alakwa, I don't think I've ever seen you laugh before. This day has really been full of surprises. That's a funny screenshot. Oh, they're so cute. Alright, I snoozed ads, but I think we might finish this before ads start. Alakwa's not much for talking, but she really is the sweetest girl at heart. Alakwa's even prettier when she laughs, don't you think? Thank you, Tamea. If you hadn't come along, I may have lost the first real friends I've ever had. That's what Tamea does. She's always our hero when we need one. That's right. Yeah, that's right. In fact, both of you were heroes today. I wouldn't hardly say I was heroic. I'm serious. We need to tell Brother Isumi how incredible your conjury is now. Again, I think you praise me overmuch. We certainly report this incident and let him know you're safe and sound. Let's head back then. I'm ready for a cup of tea and a nice long nap. I can go for that myself. Tamea, I may just find my place here after all. Listening to your tale earlier, I was convinced there was no one in my life I cared about that much, or who cared about me. And I saw how Gaddy was hurt. Never felt my heart beat so wildly. Never felt such relief as I did when my spell healed her. I wonder, was this how the people in your adventures felt too? I'll continue with my studies, and should any of you need me, I will be ready. Would you mind letting Ryo know of my decision to stay on? I'm a little embarrassed to display all this sentiment in front of the seats here. Of course. Camp Tranquil. Yeah, we can move Summoner to like the second of last of the quests. Because that is one I also want to really do, because I did start it, but I got intrigued by it. I kind of wanted to wait until I started streaming. So we'll do that second to last and then finish up with Black Mage today. Tamea, you returned to me with word of Alakwa. She's doing fine. I was of a mind to investigate the disturbance myself when it suddenly subsided. Just fortunate you were nearby. I'm heartened to hear that Alakwa has at last awakened her talent for conjury. I suspected it was not her potential nor lack of learning which stymied her progress, but a matter of coincidence. Her confidence. Her shift in perspective was encouraged in no small part by your inspiring presence, I am certain. But do not allow such praise to deter you from perfecting your own art. The mastery of white magics is a road which never truly ends, Tamea. I expect to hear even greater things from you ere next we meet. Very nice. First blessed. Alright. Okay, I snoozed ads, so I think we're going to take this moment to run ads and take a break. We're making good progress. We already finished 2 quests today, with 4 more to go. So I'm going to take a break, run ads, when we come back, we're going to be in the next area to start the next job quest story. So I will be right back. Hello guys, we are back. We are doing Dragoon today, or next. We're doing Dragoon next here. Alright, we are in Kurthas. And let's say hello to Alberek. Oh gods. Oh gods. Oh no, that's that better be a flashback, or I'm gonna get really, really worried. Alright, let's go. Abrek is keen to hear of your adventures. Timea, it's been too long since we last spoke. Uh-huh. Your visits are far more frequent than those of another former student of mine. However, it would seem he still prefers to keep his own company. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Another former student of mine. However, it would seem he still prefers to keep his own company. The hell is it? We did that at the same time. Yeah. The same can be said of Hustian, who made quite the name for herself as a hunter in Dravania, according to Oren Kai. Ah, fortunate timing. Speak of the Dragoon, and he shall appear. Wait, what? Oh. Greetings. Would I be incorrect in guessing you returned fresh from one of your adventures? Have you grown? 'Cause you're much bigger than I remember. I traveled to a world beyond our own. I laid to rest the dreaded Andrea in a land known as Norvrand. Let's go with this option for a change. So yeah, we're just telling our mentors about Norvrand and the First. To think that such a place could truly exist. That he fought such terrifying foes, to fall so far from grace, just a tragic tale if I ever heard one. One similar to that of Nidhogg. Aye, though nothing will ever compare to his malice. Even death could not quell his thirst for vengeance. At least Andrea was not so nearly consumed by hate. I doubt not that Render Ray's soul is at peace. Peace? I wonder if Nidhogg ever found it. I fear his soul yet lingers, doomed to wander aimlessly. That is too cruel a fate, even for him. So wait, he's still around though, like his soul wandering around. I share your sentiments, for as the Azure Dragoon, I once glazed into his heart, he gazed into mine. Such rage, such sorrow. I'll not accept this. That none should mark his passing as more than I can bear. What saved Timea? This is still my favorite of the level 80 job quests, but I'm heavily biased. Perhaps we could honor who he once was, if not what he became. I too was an Azure Dragoon. Alberic speaks true. I too was an Azure Dragoon. Alberic speaks true. Then we are in agreement. Heavensward music. Though I must admit that as part of Reisvalger's brood, I have little knowledge of Nidhogg. A deeper insight is needed if I am to properly pay my respects. The phoneme is of his brood. If anyone would know, it is her. Let us make haste for Zenith. Heavensward feels... I am who I am because of Nidhogg. While others rejoiced at his death, I cannot deny a part of myself died that day. Huh. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hmm. Settings. Oh, let's go back to the regular music. Phonum has come. Welcome, noble Dragoon. Orin Kai has explained it all. Pray tell, what was Nidhogg to you? Relentless adversary. The wellspring of my strength. I guess we could be respectful. Go with the wellspring of my strength. And yet you were enemies, each sworn to slay the other. Two souls entwined by fate. Though you faced Nidhogg's wrath and sensed his pain, you cannot know him as we dragons once did. You would fain hear his tale. Nidhogg was without equal, even among our kind. Destined was he to guard this world from the catastrophe that befell the Dragon Star, in place of his sire. He valued strength above all else, and considered the affairs of mortals beneath his notice. Only the 7 great worms were worthy of his attention, and among them, none but Ratatoskr truly understood him. Her song was beautiful indeed. She graced both dragon and man with her wisdom. She was invited by Thordan, King of Emet, to speak on our behalf. Ratatoskr expressed her desire to live in harmony. However, it was known that Nidhogg did not share these views. When the king asked her how her brother saw mankind, she did not hide the truth. He believed that such frail creatures were incapable of protecting the star, that the task must be entrusted to the 7 great worms alone. And that is why Thordan slew her. Ratatoskr had no intention of sowing discord. The king could not countenance that his kind would be treated with such contempt, that we dragons would seek to claim this star as our own. He turned on Ratatoskr, taking not only her eyes, but her life. So that's what happened. When Nidhogg discovered that King Thordan had murdered his beloved, his fury was beyond reckoning. For his strength, he could not master his own rage. It utterly consumed him. Dragons, men, we are all the same, slave to our emotion, subservient to our hearts. Yet there are those who would seek another path, as I once did. I turned my back on my father for his quest for vengeance. Valiant Dragoon, by your strength was the Dragon Song War ended. By your compassion was a new alliance forged. Tama and I are living proof that we can live side by side. We shall speak of the message of peace to man and dragon alike. And when we are gone, our descendants will do the same. Tell them of Nidhogg, his strength, his weakness, his love, his hate. Tell them the truth. Nod. Orin Kai, you wish to commemorate Nidhogg's passing, yes? As my father once enjoyed the fragments of Miss Lily's, perhaps they would make a suitable offering. Splendid idea. Thank you, Phonum. I've often seen such flowers blooming in Boltan. Follow me. I do have a mount I want to show off after this. Kind of like showing like the bond the new alliance between human and man and dragon. Where is it? So I got this mount. This is from Custom Deliveries quest line. We're riding a dragon. Oh yeah, the quest line involves a dragon who wants to be a crafter. It's a little guy. Yeah, little girl actually. Like she's a female dragon. But yeah, her quest line was really cute because like she wanted to be a crafter and find ways to like help out the firmament. And then like once the quest line finished, we got her as a mount. Also, she has a hat on her head, on her horns, and a crafting hammer. It's only been about 1.5 years since I left Heavensward to delve into Stormblood. That's like so long ago. Yeah, I got through Shadowbringers relatively quickly. Because there were like several breaks because of like in real life stuff where I had to like delay streaming Heavensward MSQ. And then there was a period where I think I had to fix my computer. Base Shadowbringers, yeah. And there was just a whole bunch of like interruptions and in real life stuff that I had to do that kind of delayed stream for a while. Moving, surgeries, and all that stuff. So it kind of felt like Heavensward took more than 1 year to finish. Stormblood was relatively decent because it was just 4-hour streams of MSQ spanned to like 12 streams, I think. I almost spent 3 years of my life in Heavensward on the free trial. Ooh. But yeah, I relatively finished base Shadowbringers in like a month, more or less. So there were mist lilies here and there after all. It would appear my memory served me correctly. Pity the same cannot be said of my eyes. It is of no matter. There is one thing that concerns me, however. In your funerary rites, the offering of flowers and such occurs at a grave or place of significance, I believe. But where shall we choose for Nidhogg? Girabania. That could be considered his final resting place, if that was where you fought the primal with both born of his eyes. Oh yeah, that's right. Shinryu. Although I must say, Tamea, you seem rather adept at putting down dragons and primals that resemble dragons. Must make me glad that we are not enemies. To matters at hand, I shall go on ahead and meet you in Girabania. I got through ARR decently enough, and same with Heavensward, but the free trial didn't have Stormblood till like the patch content of Endwalker, I think. I do remember that. I do remember when they made the announcement to include Stormblood in the free trial. I was so happy. Wait, where is that? Oh, the Alamegan Quarter. Oh, we have to go to the palace, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. What a relief to have found you at last. I've become rather lost, you see. Perhaps we best hurry on to the royal menagerie before I lose my way again. Oh, that's a pretty shot. Nidhogg, we have come to honor your memory. Though now that we're here, I am lost of words. Timea, is there anything you would like to say? It is a little dark. You'll be remembered. Let's be respectful again. Your legacy will live on in the songs of your people. Dragon Song. From distant star, father bore 7 eggs, great worms rose forth, powerful and wise. On blackened wings, one soared on high with a roar that set the world to tremble, guarding their home in their father's stead, who was a fearsome yet just. Man, wicked and vain, betrayed the worm in his skin, slaying his beloved and plucking out his eyes. Henceforth, he only lived for vengeance, his wrath irrepressible. 1,000 years hence, 2 champions of mankind were granted great strength by the stolen eyes. Destined were they to face the worm, who had risen once more to wage war on his sworn enemy. At the end of their struggle, the wayward sun fell silent. These guardians and their comrades continue to watch over the star, their heroic deeds recounted by minstrels and storytellers far and wide. Even the ancient foe from which the father of dragons once fled could not withstand their might. Timea, I'm not blind to the sins Nidhogg committed. I mourn the loss of what he once was, what he may have become had he been dealt a kinder fate. Although this was a small gesture, I'm sure our thoughts have reached him. Nod. I have much to ponder on the return journey, and expect that Alberic will wish to hear what we learned from Fawnem. Perhaps you could visit him in Herthas. This portion's part of why it's my favorite of the level 80 job quests. I'm a little sad though, because I really wish we could see like our Heavensward glam. Or I kind of wish that the game would implement kind of like a feature that we could kind of set up a specific glams for us when we're doing like flashbacks or cutscenes. Oh, like this one, because I kind of wanted to have my Heavensward glam during that cutscene. I don't know, that'll probably feel a bit tedious to kind of implement something like that. Like same thing with like the flashbacks that Forjola kind of went through during the base Storm or the post Stormblood cutscenes too. Like when she saw the flashbacks of us, of what we went through our journey. I mean, I was close enough to my Dragoon glam. Yeah, the glam she was wearing, like I don't recognize that. Did we get that somewhere? Like was that from the coffer that we got during the quests or whatever? Because I don't recognize that. Dragonhead. Maybe hopefully they could like implement that like later on, where you could just like set a glam for like the cutscenes. From the level 60 Dragoon quests. Ah, okay. Though I kind of feel that might be a pain to kind of implement too, but yeah. I love the little sounds this mount makes. Alright. Hi, Alberic. Were you able to pay your respects? I see. It's the first time I've heard such a detailed account of King Thornton's acts. A betrayal in the moment, but a betrayal nonetheless. Pity he is far beyond the reach of justice. Though it may be hard to come to terms with the crimes of our forebears, we must accept the past for what it is. Of course, I shall be sharing this information with the rest of the Temple Knights. No doubt they be keen to speak with other members of Nidhogg's brood to verify this version of events. In the meantime, there's still so much to be done in building relations between man and dragon. We'll aim to follow the example set by you and Orn Kai. Work together for the good of all. May the Fury guide us both. Nice. Dragoon Age. Bolt from the Black. A. Dragoons. What's that weapon? Was that from like a trial or extreme or something? First glowing Shadowbringers relic. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna have to like unlock a Bajja later on, but not today. Let's go to Mordona. Because I think Bajja is the relics, right? It's not too hard to get, but the entire relic can be a pain. Ah, okay. Relics and field content. Very nice. I really love Eureka. I still need to complete my my Eureka weapon, but I think you have to like do a Baldessian Arsenal to finish it, right? Like someone like confirm that if you have to like finish up Baldessian's Arsenal. You do not. Okay, perfect. Alternatively, I also think I haven't done BA and finished 2. Okay, nice. I did get these from one of the fates from Eureka Hydatos, so I think this might be what I need to finish the weapon. The crystalline scale. Because just like the other areas, you kind of need a material for it to finish the next steps, but I have 3 of these, so I probably need to get more of these. But that's good to know that I don't have to like do a Baldessian's Arsenal for that. Thank you. Alright, next up. Red Mage. Alright, so let's put a marker there. Let's say hi to Arya. It's been a while. Arya seems excited to see you. Succession of Steel. Timea, I was about to go looking for you. I've heard a letter from Shorantia, and he asked me to pass on a message. Arya, I hope this missive finds you well. Should you come across Timea in Revenant's Toll, pray send her to me in the Alamegan Quarter. I have need of her help. We were just there. What could be happening in Alamigo, I wonder? I suppose there's one sure way to find out. Let's go. Okay, I think afterwards I might go to Hydatos and just finish the weapon. Thank you. If that's the case, then I think I need to like get some of the crystals though, so I'm probably gonna have to do more fate farming. I guess, for crystals. I want to try and finish the weapon before Dawn Trail, at least. I still need to get through Pagos. Oh. What level are you in Pagos? I kind of ditched Eureka in favor of Bajda. I see. Ah, how wonderful to see my two erstwhile students. Not a moment too soon. Glad to see you too, Shorun. So I gather the situation is not a happy one. You gather correctly. Ooh, Stormblood music. Recall the brotherhood I was once part of, the Crimson Duelists. It seems the keepsakes left behind by my deceased colleagues have run afoul of some enterprising grave robbers. When the duelists met their end some 2 decades past, I was too deeply engaged in my own battles to give them the burial they deserved. And so I did what many before me had done. I collected the blades of the dead and interred them within the Tomb of the Iron Sword. With Alamigo much settled since the initial reclamation of the city, I judged it time to pay respects to my fallen comrades. That is when I discovered the tomb in disarray, and one of the duelists' swords missing. It would seem such petty acts of larceny had become common of late, and although the resistance speaks of taking steps, the army has its hands full overseeing the restoration efforts. It is said that unrest and dissent have largely disappeared under General Alden's command. Why this sudden rash of lawbreaking? Ah, well, now that the Imperials have been beaten back, those who once suckled from the Empire's teat are forced to look elsewhere for the wealth to which they are accustomed. For some, this means taking up a life of banditry. Glare. And for the lowest among them, it seems ransacking the resting places of their countrymen. Crime I do not intend to leave unpunished. As things stand, however, I have yet to deliver said judgment. This peculiar gang is uncommonly swift of foot. I must temper my attacks lest I slay them ere learning the location of their stashed loot. Thus do I turn to you for assistance. Capturing the thieves alive would be far easier with an extra pair of hands. If it's extra hands you need, then count me in. Without red magics at your beck and call. Nay, 'tis too dangerous for one still relearning her art. I've been practicing against the creatures of Mardona ever since we parted ways. My magics may not be what they once were, but I can cast the initiate spells well enough, I promise. The monsters of Mardona are not to be trifled with. That was a risky path to take at this stage of your training. I took risks, yet, but not foolhardy ones. If I don't push myself to my limits, then I'll never catch up to you or to Maya. I wager you'll not take no for an answer. Ah, very well, but you do not leave my side, understand. Yes, thank you. You won't regret this. 3 of us, then. Bloodhow is where the grave robbers ply their unsavory trade. The edge of the graveyard is where we shall meet. I think 24 or 27, somewhere in those numbers. Yeah, what kind of helps me kind of get through that that kind of grind there is just I don't really spend that much time in Pagos. I just do all of the challenge log entries to get the experience, and then just call it a day for Eureka. So it's like I don't stay there too long, kind of get burned out from it, and just do the challenge log entries and just get my levels that way. And do like any fates if need be. Oh, let me check my levels. Okay, so I do have Bard. I forgot about Bard scheduling Bard here. Just look at my my list. Okay, I do not have Bard on the list. I want to try and do a 4-hour stream today, if I can. We haven't even hit 2 hours yet, which is interesting. This is the 4th quest line. So we are going through these like pretty fast. So I might squeeze in another story, maybe Bard. Where do I go? Oh, right there. I'm eager to show Rune how far my training has come, but more than that, I'm just happy to be a place where I can assist him again. Machinist? My machinist is not level 80 yet. It's still 76. Right now, as of this moment, I am leveling Astrologian and Monk at the moment. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of working on my last healer and Monk for the melees. But eventually I will. I will, though. I like to simply snatch up these grave robbers, but they have proven an infuriatingly slippery foe, a foe which now knows my face. Which is why you, Timea, must play the role of deceiver. Search the graveyard until you find the thieves in question, and convince them it is in their best interest to slink over here to the east. Once the scoundrels are too close to escape, Arya and I will spring our trap. Shadowbringers is where Machinist really starts flowing nicely. Good to know. Hey guys, how you doing? You looking for trouble, mate? How big a fool do you have to be to have to just wander up to a gang like this? What are you doing over there? What are you doing over here? You'll find far richer spoils in the graves to the east. You should head eastward. I saw a patrol sweeping the grounds to the west. Soldiers, is it? Then we best be moving on. Thanks for the warning, friend. Oh, and not that we doubt your word or anything, but you best come with us. Call it a show of good faith amongst thieves. Be waiting just up ahead. Don't you worry about our two mates. They went ahead to the east, just like you suggested, and us, well, someone's got to eliminate the competition. Uh-huh, I knew it. Goodbye. My power is a shadow of what it used to be, which made taking captives easier than expected. Scorches marks rather than incineration. Nicely done, Tamea. We caught these two completely off guard. And I must say, Arya, you've exceeded my expectations. You made impressive progress in such a short amount of time. Yes, I knew those lessons at the Mage Guilds were worth it. Even if it was painful to begin at the beginning again. Oh ho, I see you've been cracking open as many books as you have monster skulls. Your dedication to the fundamentals has certainly paid off. Now, I counted 4 brigands the time last time I was here. Knowing what I do of such villains, I assume the other 2 sought to waylay you. Yet here you stand with scarce a hair out of place. Jesting aside, I suspect your skills have surpassed my own. What trials must you have endured to afford such strength? I fought on another star to save the world from oblivion. Against heroes turned villain. I fought on another star against heroes who turned villain. Another star? Even your adventures play out on a stage beyond my wildest imaginings. This talk of sin eaters, was it? Sounds to me as if your battles took place on the edge of suffering itself. Ha, you have no idea. You have no idea. Where the hardened steel of even the mightiest red mage would be tested. Like, yeah, you have no idea. Look at my hair. Look at all the stress and corruption I've gone through during that whole ordeal. Ahem. While it is endlessly gratifying to hear the exploits of one's former student, I suppose we should return to the matter at hand. Once we've subdued these ruffians here, a few threats gleaned us the location of our ill-gotten gains, all buried in a box in the royal hunting grounds, or so they claim. I believe another division of labor is in order. Arya, pay hand our captives over to the Resistance, and wait for us on the Tomb of the Iron Sword. Tamea, you and I have some digging to do. Nod. I mean, the corruption was fixed by Ghost Buddy at the end of 5.0. Uh-huh. Yeah. Go ahead with Sharon, I have things under control here. When it comes to Magecraft, though, I feel like every 3 steps I take, you've already taken another 10 or 20. I mean, it's not a competition. Go at your own pace. Like, don't just see me as like a rival where you have to like force yourself to learn. Just go at your own pace. You'll make progress. Yeah, they basically said our soul was absolutely shattered and corrupted because of that. And like, our bird bonded with us to merge and we became complete again. That and also expelling the light too from within us to forge the blade of light to fight against Hades as well. Also helped. So we're more or less fine now, which is good. Like, we're slowly recovering and getting back to normal again. Like, the only casualty is my hair. I keep forgetting if you played FF9. I have. Multiple times, yeah. Yeah, 9's really good. It's a good story. Do you feel that? The ground, it's soft, certainly not as packed down as elsewhere. I think we found their cache. Did you by chance fight a certain secret boss in FF9? I did. I did. Glad am I to have found this before they hauled it off to the black market. I was a little disappointed because, like, he didn't look like the boss from 9, but the name is the same though, so I do respect the reference still. Glad I am to have found this before they held it off to the black market. I cracked the lid on to check the contents, and the box is indeed filled with stolen goods, including one rather familiar sword. Come, we should return these articles to the tomb. With any luck, Arya will have arrived already. They did make it somewhat similar, but definitely a different style to work with. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd lean more into like him sitting on a throne, I guess. Because that's what we've known him from like past games by, but they might do something like that in the extreme trial for him, possibly. Like, I don't really know, I'm just speculating, but like they probably have to. Like, make mention of the throne or reference it somehow, because it's Hades. Yeah, he was the Emperor of Alag and Garlemald. Yeah, just give me Hades sitting on a throne, please. Thank goodness, you found the sword. I fear it may have been sold. I fear it had been sold. Right, let us return these relics to their rightful places. Nod. While that happens, I'm going to hydrate. Thank you. That should be the last of them. But what of your comrade's blade? Well, will you indulge me a moment of nostalgia? The man who wielded this sword suffered from shallow reserves of aether, so he commissioned a weapon capable of channeling his energies in the most efficient manner. As you might imagine, the custom blade thus forged cost him a small fortune in coin. We would taunt him and his empty purse without mercy, of course, challenging him to become a mage worthy of such priceless steel. His reply to our jeering comments would always stay with me. Even should I fail to do this steel justice, it will remain long after I perished. A kindred soul shall take up the sword, and then you will see my coin was wisely spent. His hopes for such a legacy died within the Crimson Duelists. I entombed the blade, believing that no new mage would rise to claim it. But I was wrong. You two stand here as living proof that our efforts to revive red magic were not in vain. 'Twas when I discovered the sword missing that I was put in mind again of my comrade's words, and I wonder if he did not orchestrate this affair from beyond the grave, if only to remind me of his will. Timea, you appear to have a distinct taste in weapons. This blade, I think, should belong to Arya. Yeah, that was my next, that was my guess here. But I'm not even your student right now. I don't think I deserve to have it. I made a promise to you, didn't I not? That once you learn to harness your Aether, I would take you under my tutelage once more. He did make that promise. The way I see it, you have more than upheld your end to the bargain. Accept the sword, Arya, be my apprentice, and help me usher in a new future for the Red. This is random. Are you still afraid of the spirits of the dead? She was afraid, back then, but... yeah. You should take the sword. I will. If you only offer to accept me as your student once more, don't let this be my answer. It is done. Let us present here this day and swear a new oath to fight for the common good with pure heart and unbending steel. Come on, Timea, take out your weapon, join in. Aw. Look, I've already hung it from my belt. The sword's heavier than my old one, but I mean to practice enough that having it there feels more of a comfort than a burden. That sword fits her better than her current one. I do like the design of it. It's a really nice blade there. Yeah, come on. Do like a one for all for one thing. Come on. No? Aw, okay. And so concludes our business here. But as much as I should like to accompany you back to Mardona, I fear my own pilgrimage must continue. This war with the Imperials has Alamigo teetering on the brink of uncertainty once more. I must assume the situation is most taxing for you and your fellow Scions. Yeah. Thus, for the time being, shall I keep my blade loose in its sheath. I may be but one man, but I know that I shall remain vigilant against the Empire's machinations, as I chart my course across the lands for Eorzea. I'm sorry that I cannot devote myself to your lessons, Arya. The demands of the road are such that I cannot take you with me and still hope to move as swiftly. Your oath takes precedence, of course. I'm excited just to know you'll be my mentor once again. Please stay safe on your travels. A new day has dawned for them. I appreciate your understanding, and I'll stop by to aid your progress in Revenant's Toll whenever circumstances permit. I take my leave then. Fare you well, Timea. When next we meet, I expect your scarlet hues shall ever be more vivid. Shall we make our way back to Mardona then? This was such a good song to enter this zone with. And them just proclaiming what they were gonna do next, like, just as the sun rose, like, that's very, poetic. There you are. I've been so consumed with restoring my magics, but now I have a new goal, learning to wield my new sword with perfect execution. With Shorin's instructions, I mean to become a red mage worthy of his comrade's weapon. And I wouldn't say no to any help from you either. Of course. Nice. Alright. What is this title? Duelastic Duelist. Perfect timing, which was funnily enough happened to me when I did this quest too. Nice. Let's talk to her. Have you come to check on my progress? I'll have to push even harder, knowing you'll be stopping by to see how far I come. How fares you? I've been spending every day training, of course. I want to be worthy of wielding the blade that Shorin bequeathed to me. He may not be able to guide my every step, but he's still on his pilgrimage. But he did set a task to hone my skills. No more slaying monsters out in Mordona. I am to put my magics to use, helping those in need, and learn what it means to strive for the greater good. It may be a training exercise, but it almost feels like I become an adventurer, just like you and Shorin. Maybe within a practice, I'll become just as accomplished. Keep it up. Alright. So, I need to get more water. We're going to take another ad break. And then when we come back, let's fit in another job quest story. Because it's only been 2 hours. And I'm nearly done with my list. So, we'll do another one. And then 2 more after. So, I will be right back. Hello guys, we're back. Alright. So, let's say hi to Jihantil again, and switch to Bard. That is not my Bard glam. Oh, come on. One sec. Glam emergency. There we go. All fixed. Wardrobe malfunction. Alright. Hello, Jihantil. Harmony from the heavens. Jihantil is what's jubilant and relieved to see you. I saw nothing. Yep. Ah, young one, full glad am I to see you hale and whole. The rumors from the front lines had me quite worried. I would commemorate this happy reunion with a verse, but there is someone who is worried for you even more than I. I speak, of course, of your comrade Sansa. It would do him well to see you again. If you could spare the time, perhaps we could pay visit him in Gridania together. I don't like the way you looked at me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Speaking of which, like, happy Pride Month, let's go say hi to, our 2 bros. Sansa and Guide a lot. Yeah, happy Pride to Sanson and Guide a lot specifically. Uh-huh. Lest you wonder, those men are Santon's bards, my former pupils. Timea, Page the Matron, you're safe. I've been beside myself with worry ever since I heard of your mysterious disappointment after Gimlet. We fought the Empire too, my unit and I. Never had I experienced such a bloody battle. You've done well to return to us, all of you. We owe our survival no small part to Guidelot. His song spurred all whom it reached on the battlefield, turning the tide on countless occasions. For his valorous service, he was awarded a medal from the Alliance. Not that he was ever interested in such trinkets, of course. Lieutenant Guidelot was an inspiration to us all. Oh, but us. We may as well not have been present for all the good we did. May I introduce you to your recruits, Timea? They are disappointed with their showing at Gimlet. To be sure, they did not shame themselves, far from it, but in moments when they were hard-pressed, their songs faltered and lost power. I see, as you know, our songs are given power through our fervent desire to aid our comrades. I do not think you lack this desire, though simply overwhelmed by the terror of being confronted with death. In his capacity as their senior, I had warned Guidelot to train them, but no matter how many times I asked him, nay, commanded, he refused to do so, saying that their songs do not have heart. Is that what he said? Not to discourage you all, but there may be truth to Guidelot's words. Remember, if a song is to touch the heart, it must needs have heart. Without it, not even an expertly performed anthem can hope to inspire. I believe it would behoove you to experience an exemplar of our songs. Most conveniently, we have an exemplar of our art here with us. That's me. Timea, will you not play for them? I mean, you are a bard at the moment. Allow me to beseech you as well, my friend. Guidelot and I have spoken highly of your deeds to the recruits. Be no exaggeration to say they idolize you. Rest assured you will not perform alone. My harp shall join yours for a duet awash with heart. I'm truly grateful, yet if I may be peculiar, you should have Guidelot participate as well. It is his duty to train them after all. And besides, I believe he would relish the chance to perform with the two of you. Very well, a trio it is. Pook no Pokey mentioned catching sight of Guidelot in the East Shroud. Let us see if we can find him there. Let's go. Long time no see. You haven't forgotten me, I hope. After all, I'm the one who discovered your talents, Kupo. That's true. Yeah. I remember that. I remember now. The recruits, they're waiting in Gridania, unless they scare Guidelot away with the prospect of having to teach them. Huh. It appears Guidelot was here, but recently. That's right, Kupo. He went deeper into the woods, saying that Sanson nags like a bloody fishwife. Guidelot respects you more than anyone, Timea. Were you to call to him, I dare say he will answer. Do I really nag like a fishwife? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go get your man. Also, new mount that I got after 500 commendations yesterday. It's gold. I got the gold one now. Hehe. Does it play the same FX6 theme? It does. Nice. Yeah, very shiny. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard to enter guide a lot to call out your comrade. Guide a lot. Guide a lot does not appear to be in the area. Perhaps you should venture deeper into the wood. I was wondering. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, 500 comms for it. And once you hit like 3,000, you get the fat chocobo. Like, that's the one I really want. Like, he's so big and fluffy and fat. So cute. Uh-huh. Wow, wow, look who it is. What brings you here, Timea? Not some tiresome errand, I hope. Your man was looking for you. A tiresome errand. An invitation to perform. Invitation to perform. Huh, I've been waiting forever for you to ask me that. So what's the occasion? So Sanson and Jihantiel put you up to it. I should have known. Those recruits are as stiff as their captain. I don't have any hopes for them. But alright, I'll do it. Anything's worth the chance to perform with you. Guide a lot, there you are. I take it Timea has appraised you of the performance. Aye, and I expect no less than the finest venue for this distinguished gathering. You'll secure such a place for us, right, Chief? You may depend on it. I myself want the very best for the performance. Do any locations come to mind? The recruits have shown great interest in our expedition to find the Ballad of Oblivion. In light of this, I believe there's no place more fitting than the Sea of Clouds. The view alone would take their breath away. Sounds good to me. Let's get moving. Very well, I shall go and secure an airship for us. Please gather at the airship landing. Also, one thing I really love about these bard quests, specifically with these two, is the fact that like we color match so well here, because we got yellow, we got blue, and we got green. Whenever like we're on screen together, just a very pleasing looking like balance of colors here, like with our outfits. Like I'm very proud of putting that glam together. Anyway. Airship landing in Redania. Buggering me, I'm starting to get excited. I can't rightly recall when last I felt so enthused for a performance. My superiors raised their eyebrows when I mentioned another journey to the Sea of Clouds, but I managed to win them over with the prospect of another Song of Power. We have our airship. If everyone's ready, let us be away. The recruits have already boarded, keen as they are, and who wouldn't want to be keen for the coming performance? So what's the plan? What we're gonna do, play this little... What are we going to play to this Azure backdrop? Well, seeing as we already have a vaunted hero with us, I had in mind to draw inspiration from our adventures for a new piece. Come on, Tamea, you knew it was coming to this. It's a great idea, old man. Tamea's stories would make for a bloody fine song. Our recruits have yet limited experience lifting up their comrades in battle. A song that conveys the importance of camaraderie, that sows the seeds of the desire to inspire. Such would be ideal, I believe. A young man who chased after a legend. Forgotten hero who avenged her comrades. I'm trying to remember, when was this? A young man who chased after a legend. Was this Lou Reek? I'm trying to remember what happened. Forgotten hero who avenged her comrades. I don't think it's Lamet. Renda was probably the legend, maybe. I'm trying to remember which one of these happened. I'm curious about this one, though. A forgotten hero who avenged her comrades. Forgotten hero who avenged her comrades. An intrepid soul who faced a mighty foe, staunch comrades in tow. Aye, this is a rousing tale, worthy of being immortalized in song. Why, already the themes and emotions weave themselves into melody and verse in my mind. Come, my friends, let us lift our voices together in heartfelt harmony. Huntress brave for vengeance did you cry, for comrades slain in a hunt gone awry. In your breast a raging storm, impossible to quell, saved by co-signing. I did not read that all. By the gods, so this is what it means to perform with all your heart. That was moving beyond words. I felt the lesson of the song with my whole being. The lesson that our understanding for one another is what opens the way forward. Understanding. To think on it, I may have been too insistent in trying to press our recruits onto Guide a lot. I didn't try to understand his feelings. Guide a lot, this isn't an order, but a humble request. I ask not that you train our recruits, but that you simply get to know them. Through this, you'll come to understand each other's hearts, forge a bond that will lend power to your songs. We should like that very much. Your song touched us to the very core. We like nothing more than to be safe, to be able to likewise touch others. Alright then, we can get acquainted when I'm in the mood. Now that you know what a real song feels like, I reckon there's hope for you lot yet. That was a performance I shan't soon forget. My breast still thrums from the joy of the experience. Your adventures make great songs, Timea. Cannot thank you enough. Our recruits are more motivated than ever before. No sooner did we arrive back in Gridania than they rushed off to train. I believe I'll go and join them. I'll continue what you and Jihantil started. Help them become the finest bards that they can be. Gaila, you're coming too, yes? You did say you'll get to know them. Aye, when I'm in the mood, which I'm not. Right now, I need to reflect on my experience, let it really soak in, you know? So I'm gonna spend some time alone with my harp. Wait, if you're gonna play the harp, at least let the recruits listen. Forgive me, Timea, but I must be away. Thank you for a wonderful performance. Bye. Passionate as they are, I doubt not that, but they will find their way. Allow me to thank you as well. Truth be told, I too had longed to perform with you for quite some time. It's truly a sublime experience, as if our music had floated to the heavens and rained down upon all creation. The music of that rain, I believe, has reached the souls of the fallen, my departed comrades of the gods' quiver. As it reached the heart of an old man who had long lived in quiet penance, it woke memories of the passion I had in my youth, when I had stood on the field of battle. All of this because of a single song, young one, a song born of your tale. Generations hence, full certain am I that the song will still be sung, awaken passions in countless more souls. It gives me great pride to know that I was once part of its creation. Hehe. The Bard's Tale, another one down. The Song Upon the Wind. Yeah, I'm still trying to remember, like, the tale there. Like a forgotten hero chasing a legend. I'm trying to remember if that was, like, from the role quests. Like, I'm a little, kind of confused about that, but... But alright, moving on. Like, it was good to see our bros again. Let's go to Mikero's Amphitheater. Alright, this one I'm really intrigued to do because I'm really interested. Alright, let's head to the waterfall area. And say hi to Yamitra. And let's change very quickly. So now we're gonna do Summoner. Alrighty. Let's talk to Yamitra. To be second best, Yamitra is eager for news of her sister. Timea, I was just about to contact the Science to ask after my sister, and here you are to provide a report on what happened. What news? To the first? One of the 13 reflections, you mean? I had thought my field of expertise a complicated one. I struggle to comprehend the enormity of your tale. Still, Stola seems to be faring well enough. For that I'm grateful. Ah yes, before I forget, I actually had a message to pass on to you. Do you recall Summoner Samu, formerly of the Company of Heroes and current member of the Immortal Flames Summoner Squad? He commands both an Ifrit and Titan Eggy. It's likely one of the more seasoned... Ahem. Well, I'm sure you remember. I actually do. Heavensward quests. He's in Gridania on leave, as it happens, and asked me to direct you to the Carline Canopy, should you stop by for one of your unpredictable visits. I believe he wished to consult you on some private matter. It'd be kind of you to lend him an ear if you're a moment or two to spare. Off we go. There you are. Jaja Samu. Bloody hells, I was just thinking about ye, and there you are. Ymitra had a word on me behalf, I take it. But let's not stand on ceremony. And not mince words with ye. I need some advice concerning summoners and mortal combat. Tell me you've a special nature which prevents primals from enthralling your mind. I want to know is, what are you thinking of being sent out into the front lines every time a beast tribe scrapes together a pile of crystals? That's just the way of things. I'm happy to be able to help. Guess that's just the way of things. Such is your fate, you mean? You give in to the inevitable and fight because it's your duty to do so. Well, that's one way of looking at it. Me, I'm in it for the coin. Have ever been since I sold me spells with the Company of Heroes. Most of the soldiers I march with ain't much different. Happy to put our lives on the line as long as there's a purse waiting for us at the end of the day. The pair were joined in on our last skirmish, though. Now there's a whole nother story. You've heard of Arenvald and Fordola, aye. Uh-huh. The lad's one of the Scions, same as you, no mystery there. As for the last, she's a bit more complicated. Former officer in the Imperial Army, captured by the Resistance and steps away from the noose. Fighting to Alamigo as a conscript now. She's the only reason she's still breathing. This was why I wanted to do this on stream, because they've involved these two, and I wanted to see more of them. Fairly Morin Sprouts, the both of them. They were deployed with the Flames to assist with Down and Ifrit. From what I hear, they share your resistance to primal influence. And that's why there's the whole reason they have the dubious honor of standing in the thick of the flames. Meanwhile, me and my fellow summoners were cowering in the shadows, sending out an Eggy to support these youngsters, who had seen less than 40 summers between them. Can't say I cared much for the experience. Bothered me to think that they was being made to fight a battle what weren't theirs just because of who they are. Do you think you could talk to him for me? Ask how they feel about the whole thing. You're the only person I can turn to. Of course. Me thanks. You'll find Arnvald in Rogger's Reach, and he'll know where to find Fordola. Tell him to meet you by the Aetherite. Yeah, I'm really excited to catch up with those two specifically, because it's been a while since Stormblood that we interacted with them. Alright, this was where I kind of stopped the quest and kind of abandoned it, just so I could do it today. Rogger's Reach. So from this point on, it's going to be completely blind. Oh, it's just right there. Arnvold. Timea, I heard you returned from Jaya Samu. What can I do for our honored champion? Jaya Samu said that. I rejoined them against Ifrit. But I thought him more annoyed by our presence and concerned for our well-being. Why don't I save you some time and include Fordola in this conversation? We can visit her in her cell over in the city. Good evening to you, Fordola. You again? I see you brought company. What is it now? Hello. My thoughts on fighting primals. Is that what you came all this way here to ask me about? Fight because I like the idea that I can help others, the feeling that my presence is needed. Not hard to explain, considering how my own mother decided she didn't want me around. And then there's that nightmare at Waking Sands. Ababa and Ali gave their lives to save mine. I strive to be the sort of man whose life was worth saving. How very honorable, but no such lofty ideals rule my actions. My own will doesn't come into it. Fighting was part of the deal when they conscripted me with my other convicts. I follow orders, and I get to live. If I died on the battlefield, no one would shed a tear. Don't say that. You think I'd be glad to see you killed? You'd be about the only person who wasn't. And what about you, hero? You're usually the first one to throw into the dragon's maw. Let's hear what battles you've been made to fight. Join the struggles of a man seeking to save a companion. This was Niobearer, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. But I think the bigger overall kind of example here would be better. I was summoned to a world drowned in light. Journey to another star to bring back the darkness. Shadowbringer. I'm not sure if you're the realm's greatest champion or the realm's greatest liar. I believe you, Timea, and want to follow the path you walk. Even if I could never hope to carry the same burdens, I can at least work towards having a sturdier back. Speaking of burdens, you know a little something about that, don't you? You weren't fighting for yourself after all, but for your comrades. We're not so Oh boy. Do not continue. Do not pretend my gift is anything like yours. I wanted it, asked for it even, but got more burden than I bargained for. Many souls were sacrificed for that research. No, the power they gave me was tainted from the beginning. Or I could do some good with it, then maybe they didn't die for naught. Satisfied? Then leave me be. I got training to do. Well, at least she acknowledges that, at least. She's trying to change. And then from what we kind of know, like, from her echo, like, she literally sees through each person's memories, like, all at the same time, I think. So it's just overwhelming visions and memories that she's just watching all at once. Kind of also having a strain on her, too. Kind of different from ours, because we just see an individual person's, like, memories instead. But she just sees them all at once. Which is amazing. Overwhelming, too. If you're waiting for the lad in silver armor, he should be out of there soon. Cannot talk today. Just hydrate again. She still snarls like a chained dog. Amidst all that growling, though, she gave us a glimpse of her true self. Enough that I'll know when to lend a shoulder, even if she wouldn't let me see her suffering. Now, don't be getting the wrong idea. Same age, same homeland. I can't help but care a little about what happens to her. Anyway, I have my own training to think of. Give my regards to Summoner Justice Samu. Back to Gridania. I definitely see a thread there between those two. You've been to see them two youngsters, then? Huh, so that's the way of it, eh? I shouldn't be surprised, considering the example they've been given to follow. And now that I know that and now that I know how they've been approaching these fights, I can adjust my own tactics accordingly. One's passionate and the other's reckless, so they'll both need some watchful support. I'll do what I can to stand in for ye, though I doubt I'll ever replace ye. Aye, they call me the second best summoner in Eorzea. How's that for humble? Right, I think it's past time I was on me way. Give my best to Ymithra, Timea, and thanks for humoring me request. Everything went well with the lieutenant, I trust. Nod. I won't pry into details, but I'm glad to see you looking so content. To master summoning is an arduous journey, yet I imagine that the going is made far smoother with such a mentor as you. I'm somewhat envious of your younger colleagues. If I am to mirror their progress, I must not allow my scholarly research to fall by the wayside. Good day to you, Tameo. There wasn't that much really to this one. Like, it was just go to Alamigo and talk to Fordola. We didn't really get like a very like spread out quest for this. Like, it just went by very quickly. Alright. Alright, so I have 3 snoozes. Typically during the ad break, we usually do 2 of them and then make for an ad break. But I have enough time here to do another one. Okay, what I think I'm going to do here is we're going to add another job quest to today. So we're going to do 8 of these. Let's see. One sec. Let me... Yeah, let's do 8 for today. Alright, so we'll wrap up with 2 more quests for today. Because it's still very early. We're going through these very quickly, but... yeah. So if I were to stream again this week, I would do like 5 other quests. I would do 5 job quests. And I was told there was another role quest story. Kind of like an epilogue to the role quests afterwards in Northrend. So maybe we can do those following the 5 quests I have planned for the next potential stream, whenever that is. But okay, as for now, I'm gonna take my break early. I have 12 minutes until the next ad break, but we're gonna break here for now. When we come back, we will start the scholar quest line here. So I'll be right back. Hello guys, we are back. We are in Limsa this time, and we're going to talk to our friend Alkazolka and start the scholar quest line. True beauty. Alkazolka appears to be on the point of setting out somewhere. Welcome back. Thank you. Alright. If it isn't Tamea in the flesh, it's been quite some time, hasn't it? Rashad keeps me appraised of any tales of your heroism that reaches her ears, and I must say they never fail to inspire me to reach far greater martial and tactical heights. I have thus been seizing every opportunity to hone my skills, be it through employment or study. In fact, I have an appointment with Cerrito Carrito shortly to review mariner stratagems for securing thoroughfares and byways. Would you care to join me? Nod. It'll be a pleasure to train alongside you again. I shall meet you at Camp Bronze Lake. Cerrito Carrito awaits us there. Alright, lead the way, Alka-Seltzer. I don't think I met that person, the person that he mentioned. Let's... Bronze Lake. Rashad, I don't think I met this person. Probably someone who works here in the Marauders Guild, probably. Anyway. Also, we get to see Satoto again. Like, her questline was really cute, especially with her and Alkazolka. Just like old times, isn't it? My, what a pleasant surprise. I was unaware that you'd be joining us today. Heavens, is that Tomei I spy? Hi, Satoto. Bow. Satoto, true pleasure to see you. Have you come for the exercises as well? Of course, it may have been well over a millennium ago that I began my studies, but I'm still a student with much to learn. Though I'm somewhat hampered by the small matter that is my inability to summon a fairy while trapped in this grotesque form. You're hardly grotesque, my lady, and I'm confident that there is some way you might once again call forth a fairy. We need only find a way to tap the royal marine spirit within you. Hells or high water. They're so cute together. Let us hope you're right. Doubt not that he is, but first, given how rare this opportunity is, might I suggest we begin by asking Tomei to regale us tales of her recent endeavors. There's much we might learn from them. Giot's growth. Lamit's journey. Let's talk about Giot's growth, because, yeah, Giot was incredible and funny. Lamit, and then Giot. I'm so proud of them. Lamit strived to save her sister, no matter what it cost her. Reminds me of my father. I scarce can't believe you traveled to another world entirely. Were it anyone else, I doubt the veracity of their words. But I can only envy you. You must have gained much insight into the nature of our own star. Uh-huh. The concept of stoneblight fascinates me. Highly contagious, transforms the body. I cannot but draw parallels between it and the Nimia plague. Were you able to discern about the magic utilized in curing it? Perhaps the application of a high concentration of ether, but how? Might crystals serve to amplify? Assuming so. It may work, the similarities of stoneblight to our own affliction. This may well be the key to a cure for the Nimian plague. You mean to say that my body and my ability to cast healing magic could be restored? Precisely, it'll be a complex process involving trial and error, of course, but I assume you're interested nonetheless. Very good, your assistance will hasten the process considerably. Satoto, I would have your aid in preparing the experimental compound. I like that throughout our journey into Norvrand, we're kind of expanding more on the, like with the White Mage quests and healing and all that stuff. We're taking all the stuff we learned from Norvrand and applying it here to potentially, like, maybe help the residents here. Will require instruments that allow for a high degree of precision. Alkazolka, you must consult an expert goldsmith to procure suitable supplies. Godbert? Perhaps. I believe we might make use of a rival route as well, though I know of no better source of it than the aged treants of snake mold. It'll be something of a walk, I realize, but I can trust this task to you. A challenge befitting the Royal Marines, and to it we shall rise. Do the concentration needs excess anything we have Tomei. Yes, upon reflection I'm quite certain that I require that route. The larger the cutting, the better. Snake mold is designated location. Snake molds in Where is that? East, perhaps? South. One right there. This thing is pretty bulky. Come on, die already. I'm eating it, yeah. That was pretty strong for a normal enemy. For a quest enemy. Wanderer's Palace, okay. Maybe my equipment is not up to date, perhaps. Well, I'll just check right now. Okay, this is the stuff I got from Grinold in the Tempest. So more or less it's current. This is the closest thing to hope that I felt. This is the closest thing to hope that I have felt in a long time. Were you able to procure the route? Thank you. Expect this will be sufficiently potent. Now we need only wait for Alka Zolka's return and... Speak of the devil. Apologies, I only just escaped. I'm acquainted with a goldsmith of some repute, and he agreed to fashion the instruments in return for my massaging him. It is Godbert. In return for my massaging him with salamander oil. Again. Yes. Godbert is back. He agreed to fashion the instruments in return for my massaging him with salamander oil again. Ho ho ho. I miss Hildebrand. However, the goods themselves should be more than adequate. Aye, they're a bit oily, but presuming that will... I mean, yeah. In which case, you can prepare the compound at any time. However, the matter which follows is problematic. Problematic in what sense? I'm fairly confident in my theory. The experimental compound is just that, experimental. I did state before that this process would involve trial and error. The Synemian plague does not affect beasts. To test it on any but a tonberry is impossible. Yet, as its ingestion will result in the disruption of the body's ethereal balance, there's a possibility that the subject may find himself worse off than before. I had no intention of inflicting such a fate on any of my brethren, naturally. And so, should I be warped beyond recognition as a result, the task of destroying me will fall to you. I cannot honestly believe we would agree to that. What if you tested on me instead? Absolutely not. You've heard what he said. Test subject might very well become a monster. I'm prepared to take the risk. Well, I'm not prepared to let you. So you'd rather Cerrito Corrito do it. And if the test does fail, he becomes some sort of abomination. Who would remain to continue researching the cure? Follows that I ought to be the subject. And I'm supposed to accept that? It's not your choice to make. Please, calm yourselves. The admixture will take some time to prepare. In any case, we can discuss this later. We have all the opportunity to think. He does not want to lose her. Fine, I will do my thinking elsewhere. It's all the same to you. I hoped everyone would be amenable, but I suppose life is rarely so simple. I don't understand. I'm merely trying to prevent her from placing herself in harm's way. I believe you two would be well served by a reprieve, perhaps a bit of exercise. If you insist. This would be a far sight easier if they were honest with one another. I mean, yeah. To your doubtless aware, Satoto is quite enamored of Elkazoka. She seems disinclined to pursue the matter. However, her current condition being what it is, if she raised a salient point, I would not have her volunteer for primary goals to remove the perceived obstacle. For Elkazoka to be forced to slay her, only to later learn that it was all for... It doesn't bear thinking about. Might you go and speak with her? I expect she is fuming somewhere in the outer Lenosha. She has a tendency to wonder when she's distressed. Of course. We'll just fly there. Yeah, they like each other. It's a very hard choice to make. I am curious, what's the music for this, the Ixion mount? Maybe something from 10? Ah, it's the same boring music from... Same... Well, it's not boring, it's just not what I expected. I was kind of hoping maybe like something from FF10 maybe. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 really needs more FF10 love because aside from like Yojimbo and Ixion, the Titus and unit outfits, we really have not seen anything much from 10 as far as I know. Alright. How you doing? I apologize for my earlier conduct. I have no intention of changing my mind though. My logic is sound. It is, but there are reasons you truly... But are there reasons you gave truly why you volunteered? Is it? Love makes us do foolish things. I love 10. It would be cool if that mount had music from it. I know, right? Is it? Love makes us do foolish things. That obvious, is it? Uh-huh. It's come to this, yes. I'm in love with Alkazoka. Maybe were things different, I could be content with that. We might walk hand in hand without drawing the attention of every would-be hero within 10 moms. If my compatriots were just as free to pursue their own happiness. As it is, however, in his instance, his insistence upon protecting me above all else, it chafes. I'm no fool. I know that others, Alkazoka included, are stronger than I. I'm not so proud as to refuse aid on principle. It's not enough to merely live, insulated from harm. I've always wanted to help people, now more than ever, knowing firsthand the terrible toll this blight takes on all of us. It's not simply my own desire that makes me so adamant. Truthfully, there is no more suitable subject on whom the cure might be tested. I had not yet seen 20 summers when I was afflicted, so if it has unanticipated effects, my body will be best able to bear them. Moreover, I was one of the last to fall to the plague before we entered our lengthy slumber. Meaning my illness is less advanced. This potential cure shows results. They will present in me most quickly. To say the thought that it could fail does not frighten me would it be a lie. Yet if there's a means by which I might save my people from suffering, I cannot ignore it. You followed the path of the scholar, you understand, don't you? Yes, I think I know the feeling. I mean, a majority of Shadowbringers, we were afflicted by the light, and it was destroying our soul from the inside and corrupting us. And if not for Reen and the Scions, like putting like those barriers to protect us from the light, like we would have mutated as well into like a gross, horrific nightmare light warden as well, thanks to them. So yeah, we're kind of like familiar too with that kind of situation. Yes, I know the feeling too. Thank you. Talking this through with you has helped clear my head, I believe. I'm ready to speak with the others. This is already the fifth or sixth time I've gotten the same mount already. On a random roll. Yeah, my favorite mount is already almost filled up already, yet I'm still getting the same mount here. Oh, that's interesting. Puff, puff, there. I finished running through Sergeant Toga's, 10,000 step training regiment. Uh, Hopefully that'll help. Then that happens to me too. And then I suddenly get one I forget to put in my favorites. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got all of them here that I want. That's the new one I recently added. These two I really love. What other ones? I also got this one too from the Allied Society's quests. It's the same pig though. I still need to get the rest of the Heaven's Word mounts and start getting the Shadowbringers ones. Or the Stormblood ones too. Alright. Ah, you've returned. How are you feeling? More confident than ever. You must test a cure on me. Alka, please, I am not making this decision in haste, nor do I take it lightly. Truth be told, I'm terrified. But I need to do this. Timea agreed. It must be me. Yes, I must admit, your reasoning is sound. I appreciate that you worry for me, Alka. It means more than you know, but this is my duty, my battle to fight. You can trust me to meet this foe with all I have. I vow not to quit the field until the bitter end. But if the time comes when I'm no longer myself, I need to know that my fate is in good hands. In your hands. As you wish, I'll be by your side, as any true mariner would. But know that I fully expect you to seize victory, come hells or high water. I will, thank you, Olga. Very well, if the both of you are resolved, I will abide by Satota's decision. Before we begin, I must explain how the process is meant to work. First, Satota will drink the compound I devise. This should destabilize the ethereal composition of her body. When she's done so, Alkazilka, you must stand at the ready with this. The gemstone retrieved from Antipor, it shall serve as a focus. Timea and Lily will channel their restorative magic through the focus, amplifying it. In theory, being exposed to a sufficient volume of curative ether will encourage Satoto's own ether to attune to it, and set itself to rights. If all are clear on what must be done, let us commence. Oh, it burns! It burns! Timea, Lily, now. Fight it, Satoto. Ah. Oh my god. They did it. She's back. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Aw. You're truly radiant, Satoto, inside and out. I'm fucking crying again. They did it. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at her. Yeah, right? My tears. I was nearly certain that it would work, but to see the result is another matter entirely. I can scarce believe my eyes. Feel the breeze on my skin. Oh, it's wonderful. Aw, she's so cute. To think after all this time, the endless research, we have a cure for the Nemean plague. And Cerrito Corrito even managed to devise such a thing as remarkable enough. He has succeed. Without Timea's skills as a scholar, never would have been possible. And Satoto, your kindness, your conviction, your strength of spirit, it inspires me to train with even greater fervor. Oh, random fisherman right there. Yeah. That is so like him. He's still utterly oblivious to my feelings, I'm sure. It's alright though. I never truly expected to have another chance at the life I once envisioned for myself. Now that I do, I intend to enjoy it. There's no need to rush through all the best parts. That goes for my vocation as well. I intend to relearn the scholarly arts, starting from the basics. My ethereal balance restored, I should be able to summon Lilac properly. Someday will be the salvation of those in need, I swear it. For the moment, however, I have much training to do if I am to be fit for the Royal Marines. To that end, I'm off to find Elka. Bow. Having labored for so long, so fruitlessly, then to see the cure realized at last, I found myself at a loss for words. I'll need to monitor Satoto's condition for a time, of course, lest there be adverse effects that were not readily apparent, but this is progress. Astounding progress toward the day when I might see all the Tonberries restored to their former selves. In the meanwhile, inexperienced in matters of the heart, though they are, you needn't worry overmuch for those two. I have confidence that they will sort themselves off in due time. Fare you well in whatever worlds you travel lead you. Your travels lead you to, and thank you. That was awesome. My favorite out of all of them so far. We've done like 7 already. Wow, that was amazing. Knower of Twin Worlds. Yeah. And the really cool thing too is that the fact that these are not main job quests. Like these are just quests after the role quests. We can expand more with this quest storyline here too, because like we saw that with Broken Mountain, they were able to restore his Aether and he's able to fight again, and now we're able to expand here and rescue Satoto. So the next time we do a Scholar Job Quest, this is basically canon to what has happened, and we wouldn't have missed anything else as well, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm so happy for them, for Satoto. Is she at the Marauders Guild? Let's go check very quickly. I'm assuming there's level 90 job quests after the role quest in Endwalker 2, perhaps. So we get to see more expansion for these stories. And like normally what I mean is like if we didn't do this quest, or if we did do this quest, and if there were like normal job quests for Endwalker, and we would do the Scholar job quests if there were any, like we would kind of miss out like a key detail. Oh, why is Satoto back to normal again? Or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm glad that these are canon job quests now. Like, we're able to, like, help the people now. Like, in them. If that makes sense. Alright. Are they here with us? They are here. Oh my god, they're here with us. Absolutely, yeah. Timea, to what do I owe the immense pleasure of seeing my fellow Marine today? Let's talk to her. I love them. Yeah. I feel so normal, I could hardly believe it. I could walk through town without being pursued by bounty hunters. I could meet with Elka in broad daylight. For training, of course, but maybe someday. I also feel so normal. Same. Timea, to what do I owe the immense pleasure of seeing my fellow Marine today? I am so normal about this game as well. How fares of you as of late? Continuing to train under Sergeant Tolga. Though he's recognized I am worthy of the Royal Marines, he sees that I have not yet awakened to my full potential. I can no longer focus solely on my own progress. There are many members of the Marauders Guild who wish to learn Nimian techniques. They must be taught to defend the defenseless, and you and I must lead by example. To victory, my friend, come hells or high water. What a stroke of luck that your journey led you to the precise inspiration Cerrito Corrido needed to culminate his research. To see Satoto now gives me much hope that all Tonberries will one day be restored to who they once were. Her recovery is proceeding with even greater speed than we had hoped. Just the other day, she succeeded in summoning Lilac. Most significantly, she is happier than I've ever seen her. You have to see her when we train. I have no doubt that she will go on to do great things. And of course, as a mariner myself, I fully intend to be at her side when she does. Aww, so cute. Like, she has his back as a healer, and him a tank. She could also Wah as well. Where is it? I'm fine. Our Lalas. Alright. Okay, let's do one last job quest story today. Yeah, I didn't expect one of these job quests to make me cry again, but it did. Like, it'll just come at you out of nowhere and just hit you in the feels and just utterly destroy you at any moment. Alright, let's go back to our old stomping grounds. Yes. They're very good at that, yeah. Wait. No, who are the NPC? Who is the NPC for the Black Mage questline? Was it here? No, there's no quest there. I'm trying to remember. Was it? No, it was Lalai. We have to go see Lalai in Ul'dah. Mass Carnival. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, Lalai. Yeah, it wasn't that Thaumaturge's Guild. That was like too early. Way too early for us. Calamity Salvager. I know where it is. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Mass Carnival and Calamity Salvager. Hi, Lalai. Another Lala. It's Kokobuki. Coco Bros. Lalai is eager to hear tell of your recent adventures. And Yayake as well. Welcome back to these halls, Tamea the Black. I sense that the dark powers in you are ever burgeoning. Tao, what have your travels taken you since last we met? I traveled to a world flooded with light. I felled a great mage in battle. I traveled to a world flooded with light. A journey to another world, you say? Intriguing, indeed. Consider me impressed and even a bit envious. How were you able to peer into the past of the Archmage Nilebearer and form a bond across the ages with his young friend Tainer? Though the circumstances are not entirely the same, I cannot help but think back to my own encounter with the great Shatoto. Speaking of which, I too have been keeping myself occupied. Why, I've recorded every detail we learned of our last adventure in writing, that we might preserve Shatoto's knowledge for posterity, and avert any similar calamity that may threaten future generations. Just the other day, I finished putting the finishing touches on the final chapter of the final volume, concluding with Shatoto's departure. There is, however, one lingering... Well, fancy that. I come to check up on Lalai here, and who do I find but our old friend Tamea? Kokobuki? Oh, this guy. Wow, if it isn't everyone's favorite mutton-headed hearer. I need neither your support nor your sympathy, but I suppose you've never been one to let that stop you. Come now, Lalai. You yourself mentioned that you were at a loss for what to do with the records you scribed, yes? I simply hope to inquire as to whether there have been any fruitful developments on that front. You mean to rub salt in my wounds, yes? There have been no developments, fruitful or otherwise. I consulted with my brothers and sisters in the Order of Naldal, but to the last man they refused to even entertain the thought. You consulted with? Do you mean to say you're still a member of the Order? Why, I'd always assumed that you've been excommunicated for your pursuit of the dark arts. Excommunicated? Simply for the pursuit of knowledge? Perish the thought. Though, to be fair, there are many holier-than-thou types in the Order who share this pig-headed hearer's opinion. Irrespective of this, the fact remains that the Order sealed away countless tomes in which their vaults when they forbid the art of black magic. Stirring my own writings with them, I would argue is the most logical option. But no, they're too prudish and prejudiced against yours truly to listen to reason. Then again, perhaps if a thaumaturge in good standing with the Order were to put in a good word on my behalf, you may indeed find a more sympathetic ear. What do you say, Tamea? Nod. Excellent. Let's hurry to the ossuary and see if we can't convince that insufferably stuffy Yayake to see good sense. A moment, if you please. To tell the truth, the question of where to store her records is not the only matter that concerns me about Lalai as of late. Recently, I cannot help but feel that the etheric power within her is shifting, warping in ways I have not felt before. As for why this is, I cannot be yet sure. Till we discover more, pray look after her, will you? Of course. My apologies, but I believe it's best I remain here until your negotiations are complete. I shudder to think of the consequences if my colleagues at the Conjurers Guild found I was conspiring with the likes of you and Lalai. Nothing personal, of course. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know who I am at this point. We just literally helped 3 other students earlier. Back home again. I swear, for a veteran of the Order, she has all the sense of a simpering child. Hi, Yayake. Timea, well, this is an unexpected surprise. Not entirely pleasant one, though it is by no fault of your own. The admitted gall of you, Lalai. Do you honestly believe that dragging poor Timea here, against her will no doubt, would convince me to agree to housing your shameful scribblings in our archives? Said it once, I'll say it again, till the day you renounce the depraved teachings of Kukuruka. You'll find no friends here. I would see those books burn before I give them a home here, for our sake and your own. If you're so against black magic, why are you still friends with me, though? Why are you still talking to me? I mean, I'm basically a traitor to you, apparently, I guess. I swear, despite that pretentious monocle, you remain as blind as a bat to the big picture. Timea the Black, talk some sense into this overstuffed secretary. Should the tomes not be sealed away for safekeeping? Do all in the Order agree with your decision? At least one of us here is capable of communicating like an adult. Yeah, and it's not you. I'll grudgingly admit that there is one other who shares Lalai's sentiments. In fact, it's none other than our very own guildmaster, Master Kokobe, or what's his name again? You're not a very good receptionist if you still don't know their names. Kokobuki, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Kokobusi. And the other two is... well, that's ironic. Anyway. Yeah. Your bad secretary. Kokobuki, does not surprise me in the least. Come to mail. Let us present our case to someone wise enough to understand it. Lalai has few allies here, and I would hate to see her pristine reputation sullied by association. Yeah, she is difficult. But also our bros. Judge me by my stature, do you? Not be so dismissive. Once I bind your feet in ice and scorch you in eyebrows. Oh, it's you, Timea. Fine day for a spot of thaumaturgy, is there not? I love that line. I saw you coming this time. Thanks to you and your bold style of magery, I've learned to become more aware of my surroundings. Why these days, I'm rarely ever startled enough to accidentally incinerate aspiring initiates. Well, that's good, at least. Your powers have grown considerably, Timea. Should your arcane conflagrations ever fail you, remember my last line of defense. Unbashed sobbing. Timea, how fare you in your feats of fiery fulmination? Who cares if everyone else in this place is insufferable dunderhead? With the guildmaster himself on our side, the argument is as good as won. Let me get some water very quick. Alrighty. Hi, Kokobuki. I was wondering who might be behind the screaming and scampering that echoed all the way to this chamber. Sister Lalai, was it? Yes, it is true. I found myself rather convinced by the young lady's argument. It is but impossible for us to prevent any and all from studying the dark arts. Save game. I wish I could. But, thank you. Welcome in. Why then, not keep this dangerous knowledge close at hand, where we keep an ever-watchful eye on those who would pursue it? And yet, I fear that my own view is not a popular one. My power to influence the others is far from absolute. And so I would offer a proposal, that us state our case directly to the head of the order, to Prioress Dulala herself, that she might pass judgment. Kokobuki, I don't think you acknowledged me at all right now. You and the Lie shall argue in favor of accepting the tomes, and those opposing argue against. Should all go well, the Prioress will agree to the proposal, and the tomes will have a safe home. And yet the plan is not without risk. Should your argument be less than convincing, there remains the chance Dulala may explicitly forbid any further research. Why, if she's in a particularly foul mood, your very place in the order may suddenly become quite tenuous. Ha, as if there's a chance my words could be anything but persuasive. I accept. Pray summon the Prioress at her early convenience. Well, that settles it. We best hurry and prepare our argument. Out of our enemy's earshot, of course. Come with me, Tamea. But how you doing, Yilda? Welcome in. For whatever it avails you, I shall voice my opinion in favor. No doubt, Talat Yayake will take her place at the head of the opposition. On another matter, is Lalai quite alright? I cannot help but sense the aether within her swirling in a most unusual fashion. Another person with unbalanced aether. That was me, Satoto, and Broken Mountain. Lalai seems to be in usually good spirits. I trust the negotiations went well, and yet something concerns me. This is our chance, Tamea. We simply must convince the Prioress at all costs. The future of our art depends on it. What is this curious sensation? Lalai, I knew something was amiss. The aether within you is transforming in a most unusual way. I must admit, I have not quite felt myself lately. My head, it feels as heavy as a stone. No, this will not do. I'm afraid I must insist that you submit to a full examination before the hearing commences. Oh, damn. Lalai, can you hear me? Someone fetch a healer, or wait. Oh wait, that's me. No time for panicking, friend. We must carry her to the monastery with all speed. Was it because of the bond of Satoto? Or not Satoto, Shatoto. Satoto and Shatoto sound awfully similar to each other. Shatoto. I fear it is as I suspected. The etheric balance within her has broken down entirely. Unchecked energies are now eating away at her from within. I can only assume that playing host to Shatoto's memories had put a terrible strain on her. one from which she has yet to completely recover. It would seem that her mind and spirit are in mortal peril. I've never witnessed this degree of ethereal imbalance before. I do not suppose you have. Actually... I saw a man transform into an unholy abomination. I saw a world consumed by light. I saw a man transform into an unholy abomination. I see. I scarcely imagine what all you witnessed in your travels, but an imbalance of ether similar to what I now observe in the line would appear to be behind the phenomena you describe. If we can assume the memories of Shatoto taken up residence in Lai's corporeal forms stimulated her etheric flow, causing it to shift violently in an astral direction, it only stands to reason we can restore balance by introducing a counteractive umbral aspect. By the 12, I think I got it. The process will not be quick, nor easy. I suppose we have no choice but to ask Master Kokabuki to delay the hearing. Delay the hearing? Have you lost what little wits you had? Why, if word got out that my condition was a result of my pursuit of the dark arts, it would all but seal Yaki's case against me. Oh. No, we must proceed as planned, for our opponents are the wiser. Timea, here's my magnum opus, the fruits of all we went through together. I leave them in your capable hands. Go on ahead, and I'll be alone in due time. Are you mad? You can't possibly mean to attend the proceedings in your current condition. Of course not. Fortunately, I just so happen to know a hearer who, despite being an inseparable stick in the mud, has proven himself more than capable in the healing arts. The lie. Very well, leave it to me. I will see that you are back on your feet before the judgment is rendered. Until then, I suppose it's up to Timea here. Godspeed, my friend. Saw a man become a holy abomination. Were they talking about Tess Lane? Because she was a woman, but unless they were talking about someone else. Where am I going? Oh, thaumaturges. Yeah, I think the one kind of thing that stuck out was Tess Lane. Lai will be joining the proceedings a touch late, you say. That is most unlike her, to say the least. She's entrusted her records to you. Very well, with any luck, we'll be able to use them to our advantage. Now allow me to see them. The prioress will be here all too soon. Lai has not even the courtesy to arrive on time to the hearing she herself requested. I swear, the woman's selfishness knows no bounds. I move that her request be dismissed immediately, for her own good. Her own good? Yes, it is as I suspected. You speak from your own experience, don't you, child? I recall that you too once took an unpopular position in support of your erstwhile master Mumenobo, one that earned you the ire of your brothers and sisters. Yes, and what of it? I fought for a hopeless cause that in the end served only to isolate me from my peers. Is it so wrong that I wish to save the Lai from a similar fate? She must abandon this farce at once and return to her rightful place in the Order. To this I cannot agree. A short time before these proceedings, I perused what little I could from these tomes. In their pages are writ not only forbidden secrets of black magic, but accounts of a astounding phenomenon the likes of which I could scarcely imagine. The Lie conducted her research without the support or interference of the Order, and the fruits that research had borne cannot be denied, while our guild cannot support 1,000 others like her. I see little to gain from stifling one woman's passion and forcing her to work with such rigid rules and regulations. The merits of both arguments are not lost on me, and yet I must confess a degree of ignorance about the matter at hand. All I know is that black magic was forbidden for its role in bringing disaster to our world. And yet you still practice this art. Tell me, adventurer, is this magic as calamitous as the rumors say? Destruction too can bring salvation. No, I think honestly, it depends on who wields it and to what end. I understand you correctly. You would argue that in the right hands, even the art of destruction might serve the greater good. And yet how are we to be certain that Sister Lalai can be trusted with such potentially ruinous knowledge? My apologies, Prioress. By your leave, I will tell my tale. Black magic is an inherently dangerous art. This I cannot and will not deny. Never would I suggest that even a single mage peruse this path without full knowledge of the perils that lie ahead. That's precisely why I've recorded in painstaking detail not only the arcane knowledge I have gleaned, but every last one of the myriad phenomena both wondrous and terrifying I've experienced in its pursuit. Unbreakable bonds formed with beastmen we once thought our own sworn enemy, bodies and souls consumed by the pursuit of forbidden knowledge, an unspeakable calamity revisited upon our world after millennia. We must leave this knowledge to posterity. Our sons and daughters do not repeat the mistakes of the past. That is a good point. To those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it. That is the crux of your argument, yes? Hello, Shio. Welcome in. How are you today? Very well, Master Kokabuki. I hereby order you to establish a research organization under the auspices of your guild to further study the impact of black magic. I also grant you permission to store the aforementioned tomes in your archives, under the condition that Sister Lalai oversees them. Yeah, get wrecked, Yayake. Sorry. How's the jobbing going? We're doing Shadowbringers Job Quests. This is the 8th one I've done today, because they're relatively short. But I cried today. Yeah, they were really good. I'm having a lot of fun. Understood. I'll see that both the tomes and Lai herself find a safe home within our halls. I'm still not entirely convinced, but the guildmaster himself is willing to accept responsibility. I have no reason to oppose. Prioress Dulala, Master Kokabuki, I cannot thank you enough. Mark my words, you'll not regret this decision. I will see to it that this knowledge is passed down as it should be, that the errors of our past will never be repeated. Nod. Yeah, but what about her condition, though? We had to, like, balance her ether within, though. Right. To think this day would come that our art would be recognized once more. Yay. Well, I do believe the proceedings went about as well as that could be expected. I suppose this means that Lai is now directly under my supervision. Let me snooze the ads there. Alright. Don't think you'll be getting free reign around here simply because I vouched for you, child. I expect regular reports on any and all your findings. Only through transparency will black magic ever be accepted by doubters and skeptics. Understood, I should begin to prepare my first report at once. But before that, there's another with whom I'd share these tidings. That is, by your leave, Guildmaster. I believe you know well of whom I speak. He awaits us at the Sicarium. Come along, Tamayo. I'm relieved to see the girl's etheric balance restored. I suppose it was one of your companions who aided in this, yes? Oh, okay, so we fixed, okay, so we fixed it already. That's good. Whoops. Yeah, the job quests have been really fun. We did a warrior, which was really freaking hysterical. We did white mage, we did red mage, we did dragoon, we did bard, we did scholar, we did summoner. Now we're finishing up with black mage. And I do have another 5 or 6 planned for the next time I'm going to stream, which is still up in the air, unfortunately, because my job schedule this week is pretty hectic. Well, I wasn't normally supposed to stream today, but I have a busy Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Lai has already shared the good news with me. Why, I cannot be happier for the both of you. Yay. And so, you see, I simply thought that, well... What's the matter, Lalai? This is your moment of triumph. I would expect you to be more triumphant. Of course I am. It's simply that, well... Clearly, I did not accomplish this on my own, so... Tamayo the Black, and yes, you as well, Zahai Nulha, you have my deepest gratitude. Well, I dare say this has been a momentous day in which more ways than one. Once again, Lalai, my congratulations. You're most welcome. And with that, I should be on my way. When next we meet, I would introduce my colleagues from Steelglade fame. Now that you're no longer a pariah, I suppose they would not be adverse to exchanging knowledge with you. And just as I was beginning to take a liking to that dolt. At any rate, though my official position may have changed, my mission remains the same. Do all in my power to preserve our art for future generations. Pray continue to lend me your aid, Tamayo the Black. Of course. Whoops. What is this title? A Stranger Shadow. Nice. Tamayo Aquiosa the Black, the very founder of our ancient art, has entrusted you with carrying on her legacy. I'm proud to say that you, if anyone, are surely up to the task. If there is aught I can do to aid you, you need but say the word. How fares you of late? Oh hey, there's one of the Thaumaturge members coming up to her. Oh, that's fun. Well, I cannot say I enjoy having to file these excruciating detailed reports to Master Kokabuki. It's indeed most liberating to be able to continue my arcane pursuits with full blessing and support of the Order. To think this day would come when I'd come to peruse the myriads of tomes that archived in the ossuary in broad daylight. Needless to say, there's virtually boundless knowledge that may yet be reaped from this. Comparing my own findings to that of Master Kukuruga, I might learn how much of our art has changed and evolved as it was passed down through the years. Perhaps even unearth and revive aspects of it that have been lost to time. I see Yayake muttering and mumbling to herself each time I walk past her on the way to the archives. But I say, let her mutter. I've never let the worries of smaller minds get in the way of my research, and do not intend to start now. Good job. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do here is... I have not done this yet, but I want to check out the FC house, because it's been a while since I've... Because I know they moved to Imperium, so I want to check it out here. That's kind of like our final thing before I wrap up today. Yep, Echo Horizon. Very nice. Looks pretty. It still kind of retains the feel of the older place in the goblet. Yeah, very nice. Very cool. I don't know if the inside is done yet, so I probably won't. Can I go up here? Oh, there's kind of issues here with the this thing here. I can't really go up this. I'll probably have to let them know about that, but okay. We got the back storehouse. Yeah, really pretty. A lot of wisterias and purple here. Yeah, I don't know if the inside is done yet, so I'll take a look on my own time. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh. I'm so dumb. You did a good job RPing that one of the members of Nalthal. Trolling me. Oh, that's funny. Hi. Hello. Yeah, you definitely got me there. But how you doing? Oh, your party list is full. Oh, okay. Alrighty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop for today. I did a lot of quests today. I was in a few spots. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're done for today. Thank you guys for hanging out here, trolling me in the background. I did a lot of job quests. We did 8 quests today. I was expecting myself to do 6, but we did a lot today. So my work schedule for this week is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm kind of hoping that they don't cut my hours, but if they do though, and I'm not able to work one of those days, I'll probably do another stream where we could do more job quest stories. There are 5 more that I want to do, like Gunbreaker, Dancer, Astro, Monk, and Dark Knight. But I also want to try and fit in one of the... because I heard that there were also some additional role quests as well for Shadowbringers. Kind of like wrap up the whole role quest thing as well. I could probably do like at the end of that, but... I will keep you guys updated. Let me post my socials here. There is. It's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, hopefully, since we did like 8 today, they'll probably go relatively quick, just like the other ones. So I think we'll have more time to like work with the role quests at the end of stream. Yeah, socials, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Ko-Fi. All right. Oh yeah. Hopefully by next week I'll have a more stable work schedule, and I'm not busy like doing other stuff, so we could start 5.1 and 5.2 for next week. That's the goal, to do 2 patch content, 2 stories of patch content, 5.1 and 5.2 for next week, hopefully. But if not, we'll just continue with the job quests as well. Like, I still got my good share of entertainment for that, but yeah. Thank you guys so much. Let me see. Okay, I am not gonna raid out. We'll end it here. Have a good night. Thank you guys for being here. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Goodbye.